These mercenaries were too arrogant. They sneaked into Chinese territory and threw stun grenades at the Wolf Squadron during their training. Within moments, several soldiers were knocked down. Jack couldn't move at all. The moment he showed himself, the enemy sniper would take a shot. Yet, despite this, Jack still charged forward through the heavy gunfire to save his comrades. Mike was the first to get up, but he was still unconscious. Dizzy, he saw a mercenary approaching and quickly pulled the pin on a flare. But the mercenary dodged it effortlessly. Mike didn't have time to react. Wounded from the blast, he stood no chance against Old Cat. He was about to fire the flare again, but his arm was suddenly pinned by Old Cat's foot. By the time Jack arrived, Mike was already dead. Jack wanted to charge at Old Cat, but realized the sniper was still targeting him. Old Cat ripped off Mike's shoulder patch. He was after Jack, not anyone else. Jack quickly used his backpack as bait. As Old Cat closed in, Jack jumped down from a tree, tackled him to the ground. But Old Cat broke free, pulled out a handgun, forcing Jack to retreat. Just then, reinforcements arrived, and the mercenaries had no choice but to retreat. When Jack saw Mike lying on the ground, he couldn't believe it. Just moments ago, they had been fighting side by side, laughing together, but now Mike was gone. Jack felt an immense pain, especially when he saw the photo of Mike's 2-year-old daughter in his cap. After a brief moment of sadness, Jack closed Mike's eyes and carried his body out of the forest. War is cruel, tearing apart countless families. But when invaders trample on our land, we must take back the dignity we've lost. After killing the soldiers, Old Cat tried to escape the border, but we couldn't let him go. 2 helicopters caught up with them and issued a warning. Seeing that the mercenaries weren't stopping, the helicopter fired a rocket without hesitation, hitting one of their vehicles. But Old Cat turned into the forest, and the helicopter quickly cut across to block the entrance. They still didn't back down and fired a rocket with graphite powder into the sky. The helicopter immediately responded, but the graphite powder dispersed in the air, disabling all the instruments on board. The helicopter had no choice but to return, allowing them to escape into the forest. Meanwhile, the border was fully sealed off. Emily was in charge of the operation. She intercepted a satellite phone call and discovered that the mastermind behind this was Landon. She also learned more about the mercenaries. Old Cat, a former Navy SEAL, had participated in the Gulf War and the Afghanistan War. After retiring, he joined the International Mercenary Organization and had never failed a mission. His men were all seasoned veterans from various special forces. Emily speculated that Old Cat had anticipated the border would be sealed, so their only escape route was through the minefield left behind from previous wars. To avoid casualties, Emily suggested airstrikes. However, this would mean confronting the invaders directly and defending our honor at all cost. The brigade commander immediately gave the order, "You have 6 hours to complete this mission. If you fail, we'll bomb the area from the air." All soldiers then replaced their shoulder patches with the Chinese flag, representing their fight for the nation's honor. They headed into the jungle to begin their search. The area was filled with landmines, so they had to proceed with caution. The mercenaries, however, were clever. They shot at the Special Forces soldiers twice, retreating and deliberately leading them into a trap. As the soldiers stepped on a tripwire, mines exploded and chaos broke out. Many were injured or killed. Meanwhile, another group of soldiers faced the same problem. They noticed the trap in time and quickly retreated, but Old Cat saw this and immediately triggered the bomb, sending a shockwave that sent soldiers flying. As they pulled the injured back to safety, enemy snipers began targeting the squad leader, wounding him but not killing him. The enemy snipers were hidden well, and the soldiers couldn't return fire as they were out of range. Just as the squad leader was hit again, the soldiers rushed to help, but one by one, they were taken down by enemy snipers.